we are. Hi, Patty. Oh, you're quite welcome. Come on in, everybody. Jeanette with Backroom Creations, come on in. Let me know you're here. You know, it's one of those days when you just want to go to bed. I wanted to come on here and spend some time with my favorite online friends. So come on in, everybody. Let me know you're here. Tell me where you're from. We're going to make a wreath tonight. All right, guys, come on. Something looks a little wonky. Come in. Come out, wherever you are. I know this going live by myself stuff is sometimes gets me going. Hi, Angela. All right, I think. Why don't I see how many people's? Why don't I see that? Who knows? There we go. Hi, Patty. All right, so we are going to make a wreath. I'm not doing anything fall, Halloween, Christmas, no theme, just a wreath. I was looking through some stuff and I have this "Hey Y'all" sign. It's just an MDF sign. Don't tell Floyd because he's like, use our sign. Got it from a Crafters Convention. I believe it came from Deco Exchange. So I'm just gonna cut the little hanger off, and we'll put some pipe cleaners on it. You just saw that in your bag the other day. I know, right? And I have two because Floyd got his own bag. So we'll go ahead and get this out of the way while everybody's popping on. Come on, everybody. If you're here, comment. Let me know where you're from. Okay. Loud noise. Oh, yeah. Staple came out. I was having an awful time last week with Staples not coming out. It just did not. Oh, my day was, it was okay. It was a long day. But, okay. So we're going to use this sign. Put this off to the side. So like I said, no theme, no nothing. We're just going to make a moss green and brown sign. Don't you dare start freezing up on me. Facebook has been so horrible lately. Come on, guys, let me know you're here. I'd love to say hi. So, I need to switch cameras. I watched the video back and I'm like, oh, you're squinting, Jeanette. I'm trying not to squint, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. All right. I'm getting it. Hey, Jeannie. How are you doing? Hey, Reba. I'm working on your signs, girlfriend. Okay. So we've got an 18 or 14-inch frame from Dollar Tree. I know, right? I haven't been making very many round wreaths lately. It'd be all right. We're just going to it's going to be moss green and brown. This brown is kind of cool. It's got like a copper colored don't know if you guys can see that. It's got a copper colored foil through it. So I thought, and I cut these 30 inches. What? So I can roll them like 4 or 5 times. That's why I like to cut it so long. You make those round rolls nice and tight. It won't go nowhere. Got some. Oh my god. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Sprinkle me out. Spread the glitter, please. I am like, what I see, 10 people away from 5,500. Woo! Trying to grow that page there. So we're going to use some brown and moss green and some beige and moss green. So neutral. We're doing neutral tonight. I'm like, I don't want to do fall. I'm almost, I won't say I'm over fall. Fall's not even here yet. But I just want to say I appreciate you guys so much when you come out and hang out with me. Thank you, Jeannie. Floyd's not home. He's at work. You know what I did last night? I was so tired. I worked till 9 o'clock. I come home and I went down that TikTok hole. I was watching TikTok and Reels, and Floyd got off work a little bit early. Here come 11:30, and I was still sitting there on my Facebook. You think you have one fall wreath? Oh, wow. Okay, so we're going to mix a brown and a green. If you watched me for very long, hi, Colleen, how you doing? And then I alternate them all the way around. So this is going to be very, very full. Hi, Donna, how are you doing? Good to see you. Absolutely, Jeannie. Send me an invite for the page. So we're just going to match them up. We're just going to put one on top of each other. That's all we're going to do. Angela tried to give me her clothespins. I'm like, you need to use some clothespins. She was like packing me stuff up when she came. It was so bad she couldn't even stay. She had to leave because I got sick. Glad you're doing good. So we did the green on top and the brown on the bottom. So now we're going to do the brown on top. And then we're just going to keep on doing that. Of course, I already got some rolled up. You don't want to watch me roll them all. I've had some new people that are watching some of my videos and asking me questions. I love questions. If you ever have a question, please don't feel bashful about asking. Or if you're watching the replay and you want to send, if you want to send me a question, don't feel bashful. We were all brand new at one point. We all had lots of questions, right? That's good, Colleen. So we'll get these going. I usually, you know what? I cut it 30 inches so I wouldn't have any frays. But that's how it goes. 2 more weeks, Angela and I will be in Louisiana again. So sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle me out. Woohoo! Working on I think I've done 1 hunting and 2 fishing. Share photos. Oh yeah, we'll share photos. Hi Richard, how you doing? I'm so sorry, I keep yawning. I'm tired, but I'm not that tired. My husband says, well, you must be tired because you're always yawning. I yawn all day, guys. I gotta get my sombrero. Angela, you got your sombrero? Listen, Who was it that who said they got their sombrero from a Mexican restaurant? I can't remember who said that. And I'm like, how are you gonna get it? Yeah, neither do I. Yep, I seen you were going live at 9 o'clock. I don't even know. Like, I got to work at 4 and come straight home. And I just started like piddling around. Of course, I got nominated, since I'm so crafty, to do the Associate Appreciation Board. So I was cutting shapes. Oh, don't go away. Don't go away. I was cutting shapes out on my Cricut. Had to change the blade. It's like nothing. Can't nothing go right in a week. But you ain't calling me trouble. I think these two colors look good together. We're going to try and start going live when Floyd is home on Fridays. Maybe not this Friday, because I have a couple other commitments this Friday. But everybody's like, I miss you and Floyd together. They're like, can you decorate the break room? Because we're supposed to decorate the break room. I'm like, you guys haven't decorated since I've been here. So why now? They're like, well, our district manager says we got to decorate the break room. Okay. So the store manager gives me the company card, and I went to Walmart. Of course, I had to take a wreath in. Actually, I took swag. I'm not trouble. I'm good. I'm the older one. I just sit there and shake my head. So what's everybody been doing? Did you guys have a good Labor Day? Garland and wreaths. No, I'm not. Well, I did. I bought a little pumpkin garland and put it around the room. The break room's not that big, so bought a couple little pumpkins to put in the corner of the counter. They're like, anything's better than what we've been doing. I'm like, yeah, you ain't been doing nothing. And then they nominated me today. Well, the district manager. Oh, happy birthday, hubby. I bet you I never do that again. I rolled enough just for the outside. Patty's working on projects. What you working on, Patty? I got projects started, like personal projects. So I started checking my countertop. Haven't worked on it anymore. I need to. You went to the beach? Oh, I'm so jelly. It was raining the whole weekend. I mean, I was off Sunday. Here's what we got. I like those colors together. I don't know that I've ever used those two together. Your grandchildren's playroom. I have one of those. Well, it's a playroom bedroom. This used to be their old room, and I took it from them. Because they're getting older. They don't have as many toys. They don't come over as much. So I got bunk beds in there. They got somewhere to sleep. It's all good. I don't get them all anymore because I don't know if I can handle that much attitude all at once. I got two boys that are a little high strung and they're fine until their mom walks in the door. It's like, just because your mom walked in the door doesn't mean you have to start acting like an idiot. Start arguing with each other. I'm like, dear Lord. They're under 4. Oh, wow. Mine are, well, except for one, is all over 4. The youngest one, I just had one of my inherited ones turn 1, and then the next one's 8. So, I had an 8, a 12, and a 14-year-old over Labor Day weekend. Their mama had a procedure, so I took them all weekend. The little one was like, "We're spending 2 nights with Grandma." So Grandma had to work on Saturday and left them with Grandpa. So I got her all kinds of goodies set up to play, so she would be all set all day. Well, she lost it when Grandpa told her to clean up the table for lunch. I got some. It's coming in slowly. But I don't have as much as my mom did at this age. I got ones in football and all kinds of sports. 3 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, and almost 4. Ooh, Patty! That keep you hopping. Well, I know they're not all from one set of parents, because they're too close together. The most we've had here is 6. Except for like at Christmas when they come over. I'll tell you what, that's the day sometimes I need to go take a break in the kitchen. Now they're like, my one granddaughter, she's had a tablet. She took Floyd's tablet. She was only probably, she wasn't even 2 yet. She snatched his tablet. But we put it up for her and keep it charged. She used to, when she was little, she would call it her phone. Can I have my phone, Papa? Now she's 8. Her mom doesn't let her like carry her plate with food on it because she's a little clumsy. I'm like, she'll help clean it up. So like when she was done, she always leaves her stuff on the table. I'm like, girlfriend, pick that plate up, take it to the kitchen. You can reach the faucet now, so you can rinse it off. 2 different sons. Yeah, all of our grandkids are only from, well, no, I take that back. There is 2 other little inherited ones. They're 6 and 8. No, yeah, 6 and 8, 6 and 9. 6 and 9. I probably see them more than anything because their mom works up the road. And so my son will have them and it's like, we're swinging by. That little one's a firecracker too. She gets Floyd though. She'll go over and climb right up on his lap and say, let's play Minecraft. because he's got Minecraft on his computer. At least they're all close, though. Furthest ones live about not quite an hour away, so that's not too bad. I am going to be posting some wreath kit or sign in ribbon kits. So I'll post them tonight just on my page. If you're interested, let me know. Yours are 5, 7, and 9. My 12-year-old is autistic. I actually had them. My daughter has 3, and when her health deteriorated, I had those 3 for a while. Your grandkids are close. That's good. I'm probably a little closer to the ones I raised for a while. I had the older 2 for almost 2 years, and then they went home, and then her health got bad again, and then by then she had a 3rd one, and the little one was 18 months old when we first got her. I'm too old for that now, and I worked. Whew, found out how much a babysitter was. Oh, you can look out your back door. You know, I grew up like that. I grew up right next door to my grandma, and I go out the back door of the trailer and through the garden. I was at grandma's. So if mom didn't fix something good for supper, I just hightail it over to grandma's. She would always tell me bye in the morning. She'd holler out her door, ask me if I had breakfast. If I didn't have breakfast, she's like, come over here and grab an orange. So I had like about a 45-minute bus ride, so I just eat it on the bus. Ooh, I almost lost my wreath there for a minute. I'm like, where's it at? Yeah, I grew up next door to my grandparents after it was like age between 8 and 9. We moved out there. Grandma and Grandpa had a little farm. We lived on an acre of it. Hi, Michelle. How you doing? Are you ready for our trip? Oh, here it is. Okay, so we got the outside. So we're going to do the same thing on the inside. I just got them all ruffled. It don't matter where we start. It's going to be really full once we get these in because they are 30-inch cuts. I hadn't done 30 for a while, so yeah, let's go for it. Then they'll get all nice and fluffy. Put these over here. Oh, there went one sailing. We'll have to go get it here in a minute. This is when I start forgetting about which one I did on top. But it'll be okay. I'm not making Christmas yet. I refuse. Not making no Christmas. It's been a bad day. Hasn't really been a bad day here. Just I was aching this morning. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't walk. You'll see, Michelle. First thing in the morning, I'm like, whoa. Hey, friend. How you doing, buddy? How's your daddy? Okay, Angela. Games. Mr. Justin Krause. You sold so many Christmas already? Oh, that's good, Justin. I'm doing pretty good. You know, work, work, work. Never a dull moment. I think she was leaving, Justin. She might see you. She was the game. They're at a game. They're getting ready to start. Her and Roy love their game. The Padres. That's one thing I never got into. Dad watched golf. He used to pay me to be quiet when I was about 10, 11. He paid me a quarter. Hey, Precious, how you doing? He paid me a quarter if I would be quiet during his um his golf shows. And then he would catch me whispering to Mom. He's like, ah. I said, you told me I had to be quiet in the room. I go in the kitchen and talk to Mom. He was always doing it. A quarter was a lot to a kid back then. Or he'd tell me he'd take us for ice cream. Do I hate doing doubles or multiples? I usually don't do a whole lot of multiples of wreaths unless it's a custom order. So I had a double door um, order and then a matching third door. So I mean, well, I'm glad you came on too, Precious. You know, this wreathing community, or just a crafting community in general, you know, once I mean, I started before my son moved out, but you know, now it's just like as I get older, I don't have as much to do. The grandkids are doing their own thing, and it usually I have to work when their game's on and all that stuff. I have done a couple, like very, very simple ones. So are you having problems with multiples? The bad thing about multiples is it's very, very hard to duplicate. You can't just copy. I mean, you could copy a base, but there's always going to be something just slightly off. Thank you. I did it 30-inch cut, so that's why I wanted a nice full one. I'm like, I'm not going to see through this baby tonight. Just for a change. Not creative after the first. It For a deco mesh wreath, I probably wouldn't. Now, I did do some multiples of lavender, just straight lavender wreaths. So I did do that. Um, a lady bought a wreath, but she didn't pick it up at a. Hi, Kathy. Oh, the new job's going. It's going okay. Um, it's not challenging by any stretch of the imagination. So as long as it pays the bills, I guess that's one thing, right? I got to meet the district manager, and of course, wanted to know my background and all that. And he's like, "Oh, really?" He's like, "Well, our gain, Walmart's loss." Oh, excuse me, I gotta pick up my flyaway. This is the last one here. So I would say on the multiples, if they're simple, I would probably do them. If they're not, then I wouldn't. What are you doing? This is like really fraying tonight. I don't know why. Now I even rolled it in 30-inch cuts. But you know, you can never predict. I thought tonight, we'll just do a plain, not a plain Jane, but you know, a simple. Oh, that's exactly right, Kathy. I have customers that come in and say, "How you doing?" And I'm like, "I woke up on the right side of the green." So he's like, "Well, I guess that's one way to put it." Guy today thought that was funny. Well, it is what it is. This is full. I used 1.5 of each color. And this is why I don't like, look how thick that is. It's probably 8 or 9 inches thick. On those elevated wreath forms, I've done one and I didn't like it. That's just me, I guess. We got some matching ribbon here. I didn't even make my bow yet, guys. I was up here while I was making that stuff for work. Oh, my Cricut. I would usually have my bow done, but not tonight. Whew. I'll tell you what I did. Hey, Stacy! Almost whacked Floyd with a rolling pin the other day. Sundays he works days, and then Monday through Thursday he works afternoons. Well, because of Labor Day, he was off on Sunday. That was his holiday, but Monday they still had to go work days. I guess it's the first day of the week or whatever. So I'm up here getting ready for my live on Monday, and I heard something, and I have a rolling pin. My grandma's rolling pin that's right by the door. And I had my hand on it, and I went, "Hey," really loud. Here it was him coming out of his room. I'm like, "You scared the crap out of me. You lucky I didn't have a GUN up here." He's like, "Well, I text you. I was home." I'm like, "I don't have the sound up on my phone. It stays off during the day, and my mom will call, and I'll see it the next day." Now I'm not gonna put ribbon tails all through the middle. I've usually only been cutting 6 or 7 of each color. I think I actually went 7 on one tonight. But we'll see how this one turns out. So he goes, his first thing he'll say, "You didn't use one of our signs." Well, I don't have him here to make them, and I guess I could make them, but I don't make the signs. I design them, and he presses them and does all that other stuff. So I don't boo-boo it up. He's the sign maker. He's the shipper. He's the sign maker. Make sure when you cut off your pipe cleaners, leave about 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch. Never know when you might have to fix a boo-boo. Why I put my pipe or my ribbons together now. made the little, I made the other night. That just turned out really cute. I'm ready for fall, but I am not ready for winter. Because, it comes afterwards. Hey, Pammy, how you doing? Running a little late, that's all right. Guess who I seen today, Pam? I seen Deb Brindley. She was in the store today. My district manager, when I met him, he's like, "We'll have plenty of opportunity for you to move up." And I'm like, well, I may not. It's kind of nice not to have to make all the decisions anymore. Yeah, I miss the money, but Dad always said the more money you make, the more money you spend. And that is so true. No winter, I know, right? Not ready for winter, not in Ohio. I know I hadn't seen her for a long time either. I almost didn't recognize her. Her hair was back kind of long again. She had it pulled up in a ponytail. She was kind of offish. I don't know. Hey Pam, did you hear that Diana didn't say goodbye to the associates in person? She did it over a video. That was kind of rude. I had a dream the other night that someone from Walmart home office called me and asked me to go back to the New Philly store. And I can't say what I said. It was a no. I don't know why I'm dreaming about Walmart though. Yeah, I was in there last week sometime. I think the day after she left. Oh, I was picking up prescriptions. Don't stop screwing up our prescriptions though. I'm going to switch them. I don't have no loyalty. Yeah, I would love for it to. I had a 17 signed order last week. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then we turn around and got another 8 one. I'm like, somebody opened up the floodgate or something? And the 17 sign order was someone we didn't even know. Okay, so I'm going to save these. I've got 3 more. So I always cut 1 or 2 more of each kind. And we're going to get our sign on and make our bow. So this is just an MDF sign. Hi, Joan. How you doing? Oh, yeah, Jeannie. Pennsylvania's in for it, too. I know. Sign orders, they kind of go up and down. All right, Richard. Thank you. Now we got to get down through all this mess. So I already know where the sign's going. So who's partial? Oh, he's got them done. He texts me at work. He goes, "Have you seen the orders?" And I'm like, "No." And I don't turn my phone on at work. He's like, "Go look at it." I'm like, "Oh my gosh." I hadn't been making very many new ones, so I don't know if that affected it or. I got some new ones to post though. I don't like to make signs just like everybody else, the same images, because you can buy images off of Etsy and just slap it on sign. But I don't always like to do that. There's a few of them I do. Yep, she does. Okay. So there's a sign. I did not put one on that corner because that's been the bane of my existence, and I refuse to put one there. Let's make a bow. Who wants to use 4-inch ribbon? Oh, I forgot to get it out. Let's see here. That's black. Ooh, that's brown. Is that brown? That's not brown. Oh, that is. I put it up top because I was trying to clear the way. Ooh, that's even better silk. This will be fun. Yay! Oh, I got my 4-inch out. I got 4-inch out there too. You know. Hi, Pat. How you doing? We're gonna do more than one loop. Normally, I only do one loop on the back for my. Ooh, isn't that pretty? I like that. I mean, it's not like any fabulous pattern or anything, but. And the Ferris silk is so thick that I usually just end up rolling my ends like that. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's make one with about a about an 11-inch tail. Floyd's not here, Pat. He's at work. Nice and thick. He always laughs at me because I've got quite a bit of 4-inch ribbon now. He's like, "You ever gonna use that?" I'm like, yeah. Let's do 8 inches. 8-inch loop. Because when you got Ferris silk and it's thick, holds its shape, that's when you can afford to do the 8-inch loops. It'll be a thick one, I'll tell you that. I usually don't measure my second tail. Hi, Lori, how you doing? You're okay? I do like that, though. I just love natural colored ribbon. I love the two-sided. What'd you do? I have been having a hard time with sign storage, so I bought a big heavy duty filing. I keep mine in a it's a 9 QB thing. So it's what I usually keep mine in. Of course, mine are dwindling now because I'm not buying as many. Rolled that the wrong way. Buying as many from other people. This one I got at Crafters Convention this year, so that's why I'm using it. Floyd yells at me. He says, "Give it for glitter mail." I'm like, no. Oh, look at that. Those are really. How did I manage that? But you know what? It'll be okay. I didn't do 2 loops like I said I was going to. It'll be all right. All right, so let's see. We have black in this, but I'm not going to put any more black in it because I don't want to emphasize the black. We'll do this one about 7. Don't normally do anything past 6 for a what I call a normal bodied ribbon. It'll have that fair silk underneath of it to hold it. So we'll be all right. Put 2 loops of that one. I always dovetail mine as I go because, see, now that one's really long. It'll be all right. What do you say at work? It'll be all right. Now, a lot of people make their bows. They just put everything up on top of each other as they build it, and that's fine. I did that in the beginning. My bows were horrible in the beginning. So if you don't like your bows, just keep practicing. I swear, you'll get better. I didn't really swear, but you know what I mean. I love to buy 50-yard rolls of ribbon, especially in like just neutral colors like this, because it's a lot cheaper buying 50-yard rolls of ribbon, of no matter what kind. But I like to have a lot of solids to mix in with the patterns. We're going to do this one. Let's see, 8, 7. We'll just go straight down to 6. Don't normally do 1-inch increments, but we are tonight. I still use my little measures. I tried not, and I eyeball it, and then they get all wonky. So don't feel bad about trying to do that either. Then Floyd and I's been staying up late. So our whole schedules are just like really, really wonky. Use this one. I like this one. I like heavy the canvas ribbons. So like Craft Outlet, I like the Craft Outlet website because you can sort your ribbon by color, by size, by material. I'm not a fan of satin. I will buy it because it always comes in pretty colors. Now glitter on satin, I don't mind that so much. Because all that glitter makes it stiff. There we go, eyeballing it again. Here's a good way. Even if you use a clothespin, that clothespin's going over both sides of that ribbon. The ribbon's going over both sides of the clothespin. I said that backwards. Does anybody have the new bow maker? I know Becky swears by it. I'm just like, what? Don't fix stuff, don't fix what's not broke. I E6000 mine in and pounded them in. They have not gone anywhere. I know they say don't do that, but I did it anyway. That's my middle name. Don't do that, Jeanette. Okay. Not. It is what it is. Let's see here. We want to go another 2.5 inch or need some more green in there. Ooh, that one got a little big. You like to use the one I have? I like it. I got a Bodabra, but you know, I bought it only to hold my stuff. And I have a Pro Bow, and that thing distresses me out. Let's see here. We need a little more pattern. Do, 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 do. I don't want to put black in it. Of course, all my... Oh, there's a pattern. I need to put another green in there. I started getting out my Christmas ribbon. Yep. I didn't even use a rubber mallet. I used my little household hammer. I banged those things in like my life depended on it. You like your Bodabra? I know a lot of people do. I made a couple bows on it before. I need green in there. Hold, please. Oh, there. I haven't used this one in a while. Still got a... Oh, it's too much brown. Too much brown. Now you see why you like that brown stripe one. I like brown stripe or any stripe. I haven't used this one in a while. Still had a rubber band on it. I don't use rubber bands anymore because if you don't use them very often, they get little indents in it where the... Yeah, I used to do that too, Patty. I still use it every once in a while. I'm going rogue on my bow making tonight. There we go. Then we'll put a single loop right there in the middle. Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for, Michelle. Just something a little neutral. Doesn't have to be any certain season. The sign's not seasonal. I thought I'm just going to make a plain Jane wreath. This is going to be my middle loop. Usually my longer tail bows will have that middle loop. Sometimes. Most of the time. Alrighty. And as Katie says, hi Angela, welcome. My name is Jeanette and I'm with Backroom Creations. Kind of quiet group tonight. I make wreaths and other home decor. Not always wreaths, but a lot of times. I always like the craft and period. There we go. Now, as Katie says, say a prayer to sweet baby Jesus. Because I lost a really big bow one time. I know I told the story. It went everywhere. And I just walked right out of the room. Like I couldn't do it. Oh, look at that. I forgot to put that on there. See if I can snuggle that in there. Where's my... If I can't find my needle nose, then Floyd's been in my room. So if you forget to put your pipe cleaner or your other zip tie or whatever you're using for your bow, see if you can still snip those through there. Or wire. Some people still like to use wire on their bows. I never did. This wasn't my thing. All right. Now I have tails that are just going everywhere. All kinds of lengths. But we'll fix that after we get it on the wreath. There's my middle. There's my middle. I kind of mold it as I'm making it, but then, you know, when you get it off that bow maker, you still got to do it all over again. See that? Somehow, look at that. That got short. So I have it tightened up my zip tie all the way. So I can still pull some of that through. Now we're better. Get that all the way through. If I can, I did. Alrighty, Richard. See you in a few. Dovetail. Oh, thank you, Jeannie. That's usually the one I forget. I don't cut my zip tie off until after I've done fluffing because I use it as a handle. That's why I started dovetailing as I go, because I took a wreath to the shop that wasn't dovetailed, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I had to go borrow a pair of scissors. See, and I know Ferris silk is really expensive, and I probably won't buy any for quite a while, but just see how that bow just lays in there. Don't move. I just love good, steady, or good heavy ribbon if I'm going to do a huge bow. You don't want no floppy bow. Okay, precious. Have a great night. Thank you for stopping. Okay. I always give it a quick another yank, just to make sure it didn't go anywhere. Now, I never cut my tail. Well, I won't say never. I usually don't cut my... Thank you, Angela. I much appreciate it. I hope you like what you see. If you have any questions, don't be bashful to ask. Like I said, I started as a wreath maker, but I do make other crafts. I love to decoupage anything and everything. And my new addiction is to Mackenzie Child checks. Inspired. So you don't want to pull your bow down way real tight, because then you'll just make it look like it's going down into the deep black hole. Let's hold this up. I know some of these are going to get cut because they're just way too long. I don't know what that tape is, but it's like wanting to go to town with me. Okay, so there's my short tail that I screwed up on. See, but that's why all these other ones, it'll just hide it. It'll be all right. Okay, so those ribbon tails that I had on standby, after I put my bow on, after I put my sign on, then I want to see, especially usually up right up in here, is where I have some opportunity to put some more ribbon. But I can't see why we would want to waste good ribbon behind the sign. Plus, it just looks funky sticking out behind the sign, especially if you have a big old sign. And I believe the amount of ribbon tails that I have in a bag from when I used to cut, I made sure I had 18 sets. I'm starting to use them for some messy bows. So I'll just pick a couple places where I think we need some ribbon tails. And if you didn't know, I put a calendar at the top of it's pinned to the top of my backroom creations page, because with my new work schedule, I always don't have my Monday, Wednesday nights anymore, unfortunately. And so put a calendar on there. If it's in bold, we're going. If it's not in bold, then it's a maybe. I gotta find out where to work. Okay, let me switch my cameras here. There we go. So here's my nice big old fluffy wreath. 30-inch cut, so it made it really, really nice and full. Big old square sign came from Deco Exchange because I was given it at Crafters Convention. Thank you, Angela. So this is just a nice neutral kind of wreath. Thank you, Michelle. So I hope you guys are having a great week. Finish it up good. Have some time off. Take care of yourself. Thank you, Lori. Thank you, Patty. Thanks, Joan. I appreciate you guys more than you'll ever know. It's the highlight of my evening to come home and know that I'm going live and I can see you guys. Thank you, Stacy and Jeannie. All right, guys. Have a great rest of your week and happy crafting. Night, everybody.